So the next skill we're looking at for the topic of percentages is reverse percentage change. And this is where you're given the percentage of an amount after a change has happened and you're trying to work out what the price or the value was originally. So for this, it's absolutely key to write out the percentage of the original that you've been given. So we're going to start with a relatively easy example. You're told on the back of an energy bar that it is 24% sugar. You're also told that there's 19.2 grams of sugar. You need to work out how much the bar weighs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by equating our 24%. Say 24% is equal to 19.2 grams. And what I'm trying to get at the end is what 100% is equal to. So we're told that 24% of the weight is 19.2 grams, and we're trying to get to 100%. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the unitary method that we looked at when we did ratio. So to go from 24%, I'm going to firstly divide by 24. I'm dividing it by itself, dividing by 24, and that's going to give me 1%. 24 divided by 24 is 1. So that gives me 1%, and then to go from 1 to 100, I'm going to times by 100. Remember, whatever I do to the left-hand side, I also do to the right-hand side. So I'm going to need to do 19.2, divide by 24, and times by 100. You can do that all in one go on your calculator. So you can type in 19.2 divided by 24 times by 100 to give you your answer. And that tells me that the chocolate bar in total weighs 80 grams. So we'll just put that in there as my final answer of 80 grams. Notice I didn't even need to write in what 1% was equal to. I let the calculator do both of those steps in one go. So it tells me that the chocolate bar in total weighs 80 grams. Well, let's go on to number 2, which is a similar question, but here you're told that 22% has been taken off the price. So the first thing you need to think about is what percentage of the full price have you been given. So you're being charged 100%, take away that 22%. And that's going to give you 78%. So you're being charged 78%. So you know that 78% of the full price is equal to £62.40. And exactly like we did in the first example, you need to try and find 100%. So go via 1%, means you're going to need to divide by 78 to give you 1%, and then times by 100. And do exactly the same on the right hand side, divide by 78 times by 100. Again, on my calculator, £62.40 divide by 78 times by 100 tells me that my full price was £80. Okay, let's look at the last example. A chair cost £49.35 including 17.5% tax. What's the price without tax? Well, here I did 100% take away 22% to tell me what percentage of the original price I had to pay. Here I'm going to be adding on my 17.5%. So I'm paying 117.5% of the original price. So 100 plus 17.5 gives me 117.5%. Set it out exactly as before. 117.5% equals £49.35. Divide by 117.5 times by 100 should give you your answer. Divide by 117.5 times by 100. So let's just try that. £49.35 divided by 117.5 times by 100 gives me £42. So the chair originally cost £42 before it had the 17.5% added on. So 100% of the price is £42. Okay, pause the video now while you write down those 3 worked examples. When you're ready, press play and you can go on to the questions. Just 4 questions for you to try here. The questions 1 and 2 are like the first example. You've been given the percentage and what it's equal to. For questions 3 and 4, remember you're either adding or subtracting from 100% because it's been a change in the price or a change in the quantity. Pause the video now while you have a go at those questions. When you're ready, press play and we'll look at solutions. Okay, so here are the solutions. For the first one, you got 966.6 recurring, so that comes to 967 kilograms. For the second, divide by 65 and times by 100 to give you 80 was full marks on the test. Divide by 60 and times by 100 gave you £420 for the full price of the TV. And for the last one, it's 330 millilitres. Give yourself a mark out of 4. Any difficulties on that, please take a look at the Hegarty clip on reverse percentages.